What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are all having a fantastic day so far. Today I have another horror matchup. This one I think is actually pretty interesting. Two characters that are very popular but are somewhat underestimated in terms of their power, and I personally love both of these characters, and I'm going to do a battle between who I think wins this one. So, and for the record, I'll be using Slenderman's avatars. I won't be using his composite true form to make the matchup more fair. And I'll be using a Sirenhead at base. I'll be using both of them at base, like their consistent scaling, to make it a fair matchup. Starting off with Slenderman, in terms of strength, he can rip people apart with ease. He's crumpled trees and even uprooted them with his tendrils. Speed-wise, he can easily react to and dodge gunfire. He can move faster than the eye can track. He can teleport around the battlefield. That increases his speed, makes him very hard to keep in one place. Durability-wise, he can withstand several slashes, blunt force trauma. He can also regenerate from severe fatal injuries in moments like having his tendril slashed off. He can regenerate those instantly. Intelligence and skill-wise, he's existed for thousands of years, giving him vast experience in combat, and has the intelligence to alter human and sometimes cryptid psychology. Hacks and gear, Slenderman has vast abilities consisting of his tall size, which usually is anywhere from 8 to 10 feet tall in most cases. He has his tendrils that he uses as his main line of attack. He has mind manipulation via hypnotism and insanity inducement. He can control his body by stretching it and contorting it to an unknown limit. He has a passive fear aroma. He can turn invisible. He can teleport. He can morph himself to fit into his surroundings more. He can manipulate fire. He can shut down or just manipulate devices. He can turn intangible to physical damage via transforming into smoke or altering his mass and reforming. Speaking of these avatars, he actually can create limitless amount of these. So like if you destroy one would just pop up instantly. He can't really permanently die from physical damage because he's a being of belief and will always exist as long as the memory of him exists. Though Slenderman has his true form and a composite form, which is vastly more powerful, which is on a multiversal plus scale. So I used his composite avatar to make this fight fair and interesting. Starting off with Sirenhead, in terms of strength, he can casually rip people apart and devour them. He can rip apart trees like they're nothing. He can tear through houses. He's literally walked through a concrete bridge. And he can crush tanks like they're toys. Speed-wise, he's deceptively fast. He can cover distances very quickly due to his long legs and massive size. And he's caught up to speeding cars pretty easily. Durability, he's equal if not superior to his own attack potency. Bullets and other forms of military gunfire do nothing to him. And there's actual statements that no known material can actually penetrate his skin. Or man-made material, for that matter. Intelligence and skill-wise, he's an ancient being that has existed long before mankind, giving him vast experience in combat and hunting. Hacks and gear-wise, Sirenhead has abilities consisting of his massive size, which ranges anywhere from 40 to 50 feet tall. Massive claws, twin sirens, which he uses his mouth. With these mouths, he can actually mimic any sound via voice, just nature sounds, or pretty much any sound he can mimic near perfectly. He can also be amped by lightning strikes. He can remain motionless and without substance for days, and can corrupt and shut down devices. So, advantages. Strength edge should go to Sirenhead. Speed-wise should go to Slenderman. Durability, Sirenhead in terms of physical damage resilience should take that edge. He's just physically tougher. Intelligence and skill is likely a tie, but I give a slight edge to Slenderman. Hacks and gear, Slenderman should have the clear advantage here. So who wins? Well, I believe this is an interesting fight, with Sirenhead having the strength and durability edge, and Slenderman having the speed and abilities advantage. In my opinion, Slenderman would win this battle, and I'll explain why. He has a clear speed advantage. He should be like way faster than Sirenhead, especially with his teleportation, which should make it nearly impossible for Sirenhead to actually land hits on him. He also has the huge advantage in abilities, consisting of like, he can turn intangible, he can control his body to match the size of Sirenhead, he can control minds of humans and other cryptids, and Sirenhead would technically count as a cryptid, so you could argue this will work too. He's technically immortal because as long as the belief of Slenderman exists, he'll always come back. Like, you really can't kill him with just brute force alone. It takes more than that. So, after a long fight, Slenderman will either mind hack Sirenhead, forcing him to kill himself, or just force him to just walk away. Or he can just turn intangible, like put his arm or a tendril into Sirenhead's body and just tear him apart that way. So, overall, I think Slenderman pulls this off. I think it would be a high difficulty fight. Like I said, even if Sirenhead manages to tear Slenderman apart, which I think he's easily capable of doing, Slenderman will just reform himself, because you can't put him down. Even his avatars are based on belief. So, yeah, guys, thank y'all for listening to this video. I actually had a good bit of fun doing this matchup, because these two characters are really popular, really good. Really, honestly, pretty scary characters, in my opinion. So, yeah, thank y'all for listening, and y'all stay safe. Take care.